Disclaimer: Shadow Generation spoilers are in this video. Beware.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video by the NMBR1GAMER. Your NMBR1GAMER is back, and today we are here with a review of Shadow Generations. I said I would make a video on this, so I'm not gonna lie or, do anything. I say I'm gonna do stuff all the time, but then I don't. But now I'm actually doing something. So yeah, here we go, and just beware, this is some bad gameplay. I played the game really good. But the thing is, for some reason while recording gameplay, I suck. Anyways, back to the review. So we are going to be reviewing Shadow Generations from start to finish. So Shadow Generations might be my favorite Sonic game personally. It has a great story, great visuals, great levels, great gameplay, great cutscenes. Everything, man. And the Doom powers, beauty. Honestly, man. I can never, let's just talk about this because Sonic Superstars came out, I think, last year. And that game was too hard, but the controls were fine and the level design was fire. And then Sonic Frontiers. Controls are slippery. And the visuals are still really good on that, just the controls are slippery. And then you mix both of those up and you get Shadow Generations, great level design and not slippery controls. You bring both those games bad qualities and make them better and put them in Shadow Generations. This game was executed so well and made so well. I haven't really found any bugs. I haven't just found out that much bugs in this game. This game is just made super well. And yes, the only time I did rage was when I did the Metal Overlord boss fight. Now I'm actually kind of getting good at it. But yeah, anyways, so let's just talk about the Game Critics reviews. A lot of game critics. So, Sonic games, a lot of the time, in my opinion, are sometimes misinterpreted. Because, Sonic Frontiers was misinterpreted by some people. Think about Sonic 06 and Silver's campaign. People didn't like Silver because his campaign was, really bad in terms of gameplay. Level design, I think, was fine. I don't really remember much since I haven't played Sonic 06 or haven't. But anyways, I haven't really seen level design in his campaign or the levels, but I think all that was fine. The only problem was the controls were so booty that people just started hating Silver. Silver honestly had nothing to do with the problem. That was just the game Sonic 06 being so rushed and just people misinterpreted it and didn't like it. But honestly, now what I was trying to say was Sonic games have always been misinterpreted. They haven't really been getting good reviews lately with these games. But Shadow Generations came in clutch with a 9 out of 10 from IGN and other people. The lowest was 6 out of 10, but there were so many 9 out of 10s, I was surprised. Shadow Generations got the first 9 out of 10 in 23 years. And I don't disagree. If you ever get Shadow Generations or haven't got it yet, I'm telling you, you need to get it. And like, I see why they gave it a 9 out of 10. Everything is just perfect. It is my favorite Sonic game. And all these Sonic fans agree that this is like something that the whole Sonic community loves. Like, this game, everybody loves. And another thing to talk about, there's this Moist Critical guy who usually hates or like is so, I don't even know. He's like, I don't know if people say he's hated Sonic games or they've been really bad or anything. He's said it in a way that people have been wanting to rage. But anyways, back to the actual point. He played Shadow Generations, and he said that the game was good. And normally there's always a problem in a Sonic game. One problem that kind of just ruins the game a tiny bit. Not that much, but at the same time it kind of ruins it. Yeah, Moist Critical thought it was really good. One of the one times that he's actually thought a Sonic game was good. And this is a good thing. And now we are going to rate these levels. Actually, no, let's rate the Doom powers first. Speaking of that, like, Moist Critical's only problem with the game was the Doom morph. Besides that, it's beauty, according to Moist Critical. Anyways, let's talk about the Doom powers. So, the Doom powers, we got a couple of them. Let's start with the Doom Spears. It's basically like Chaos Control, but maybe stronger? Or I mean, no, Chaos Spear, not Chaos Control. I think it's Chaos Spear, but like a stronger version of it. Then we have, let me think. This is not a Doom ability, but this is something that you can do in the game. There's Chaos Control in the game where it lets you stop time, basic Chaos Control stuff. And then, now let's talk about the Doom Morph. So, Doom Morph is pretty good. I don't know how to explain it. So, like, honestly, these Doom powers with Shadow have kind of reminded me of Venom for some reason. In the Doom Morph, you just kind of, there's something that you can activate your Doom Morph with, and then you could swing like Spider-Man or something. It kind of reminded me of that. And it just looked like something Venom. All these Doom powers just remind me of Venom. Now, next one is Doom Surf. Doom Surf is another one, and it's a pretty cool Doom power. I mean, you basically surf on, every time you jump on water, Doom, you get the Doom Surf, and it's pretty cool. It's a very nice way, and it was used in the Metal Overlord boss fight a lot, as you could see from this gameplay. And yeah, it's pretty fun, it's nice. And now, the next Doom power we have is the Doom Wings. The Doom Wings are very, very nice. I actually love it a lot. It's just, I love flying, and the way the first transformation is, it's just gorgeous. I mean, and it gives off way more Venom vibes than Doom Surf. That was very random. All the Doom powers give off Venom vibes, but this one gave out a lot, just like the Doom Morph. It came out of his back, and then he looked like he was getting angry, and he kind of yelled. He was like, "Roar!" Okay, I'm never doing that again. Anyways, he was mad, and then, yeah, it's just super cool. It looks super cool, and I love using them in white space. Now, the next one we got is Doom Blast. Doom Blast is our next Doom power, and this is actually the last one. It's a really cool power and a really cool way of fighting off these robots and monsters in this game. You simply hold X, punch the guy a million times, then you go flying in the air, then you press X. You can aim wherever you want the guy to go. Then you press X and then press B to land wherever he is. It's just awesome. I honestly love it. Like, yeah, that's all I really have to say for it. It's just a really nice way of fighting. And it gives off a lot of cool stuff. Now let's just rank every single level and boss fight in the game. Starting off with the Space Colony Arc. The Space Colony has beautiful detail. It is a very nice start to this game after seeing the first cutscene. It's just so good. It's a nice way to start the game. I love the way it looks. It's just beautiful. And yeah, so I give Space Colony Arc a solid 10 out of 10. Next we got Rail Canyon. So Rail Canyon is also really good. I love it. I love all the, badniks. I don't know what to say for these. I just love them. I love the level design for Rail Canyon. Beautiful and awesome. I'll give it a 8 out of 10. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. I like it. I just don't really like the level design that much, so it's an 8 out of 10. It's still super good though in gameplay wise. Next, we have Kingdom Valley. Kingdom Valley is super nice. Literally, it's the level from Sonic 06. They made it better. My one gripe and problem with this is, what the frick? The eagle is realistic. So some of these characters are realistic, and then now hedgehogs, and I guess all those other ones aren't. Yeah, it's weird to look at because then you have a realistic eagle carrying a cartoony-like hedgehog. It's just weird because it's a realistic eagle, not a cartoony one. But I like the realistic eagle more because it would be weird if there was like some kind of different Sonic character looking eagle. But yeah, and the level design is perfect. I love it. Yeah, so solid 9 out of 10. Next, we got Sunset Heights. I love it too. I haven't really played Sonic Forces that much, I don't think, so I didn't remember it at first until I saw this until I saw it. Because honestly, I don't really like it. But anyways, I love Sunset Heights. It's really good. They made it better in this game, and the music is very nice. And yeah, perfect overall. I love it. Next, now we have, what is it again? Hold on. Oh yeah, now we have Chaos Island, which is also a very nice level. I love the vibe it gives off. This is, by the way, if you didn't know, this is actually an island from Sonic Frontiers. And it even had those same type of Frontiers looking type of monster badnik stuff. Honestly, I love the vibe, and I love being able to use the Doom Morph a lot. I love how some of these levels in the game have like ways that you can use the Doom powers to make the Doom powers actually usable. So yeah, really nice. I love it. Nice music, just like Space Colony, Rail Canyon, Kingdom Valley, and Sunset Heights. Very nice music. So yeah, now, next one is Radical Highway. I didn't know. I thought they were only going to use Radical Highway for every time Doom appeared in some of the other levels. But no, they used Radical Highway again for the final level. It is really nice. I might have a skill issue though. So honestly, I did get mad, but I can't get mad at the level. I just had a skill issue. That was the only problem. But I loved it because it's just the style of Radical Highway and the way it looks. Awesome. Seeing the little buildings tilt and move around in some weird ways. It's really cool. And the music, once again, the music remix of Radical Highway, it is awesome. I still like the actual original version of the Radical Highway music better, but it's still good. So yeah, I'll give Radical Highway a solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, that was ranking the levels. Now we're gonna go off the boss fights. So, once you get all the boss gate keys from the challenges, you unlock the Bio-Lizard. The Bio-Lizard is pretty good. I like it a lot. It's so weird, but because like the Bio-Lizard, when I was about to fight him screaming at the camera for some reason, I don't know, it actually kind of looked terrifying. Maybe I'm just a scaredy cat, but I swear I'm not. It's really good. I actually love the gameplay, and even at the final moment when you just have to punch that button on his back, that final one, it's just so cool. Like, another thing to say about this game, the cutscene to gameplay is so good. Like, it goes from cutscene to gameplay so nicely. And it was just so cool. And then the Bio-Lizard fell, and he was sliding, and then Shadow just, yeah. It's awesome. I give that a 10 out of 10. Next we have, I think we have now Metal Overlord. Second boss fight. Metal Overlord is really cool. When I saw this in the trailer for Shadow Generations, or the Doom Powers trailer, I think that's the one thing he appeared in, I was blown away. I never thought we were going to see the Metal Overlord again since Sonic Heroes, because he was technically beat, and there wouldn't have been a reason to keep that same form and use it again, but I guess he's back in this, and it was nice. It was very pleasing. The first time, it was not that pleasing. I was actually raging and literally on the verge of deleting Shadow Generations. But once again, that might be my skill issue, I don't know. But otherwise, now I've been playing it a couple times and I've gotten way better. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Just the Doom Surf and everything, all the attacks that he does, he's just so cool. And yeah, really good boss fight overall, 10 out of 10. Now, Mephiles. So Mephiles is really cool. Another thing that I did not expect from Sonic 06, I did not expect him to appear in Shadow Generations. That was very least expected, because Sonic 06 technically never happened, but I think he was sealed in that thing. I don't know. I'm just saying, I never thought he was going to be here, but it was nice. The boss fight was fairly easy, though. I wish it was a bit harder. But otherwise, it was really cool. And he looks super cool. And fighting all his clones and then fighting him. And honestly, I kind of got a bit sad. I don't know why. Because close to the end of that boss battle, he's kind of saying, no, I want to exist. Because he wants to be free from his cage that he's been sealed in for years. And he actually just wants to live. But we can't let him live because he's a freaking villain and he's probably going to try and kill humanity, which means that's a no-no. We can't have him here. So yeah, he still gets sealed in the end. I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, you can't live, buddy. But at the same time, I want to see him again. I don't want him to just end here. It was nice enough to see him in Shadow Gens, but now I want to see him again. So yeah, otherwise, all about that. The Mephiles boss fight is super good. 10 out of 10. Now the final boss fight, Devil Doom. Black Doom goes into his insane form. Honestly, for a final boss, this is awesome. I love it. The way it's made is awesome, and the thing was, I was close to beating Devil Doom. I did not know he had a second phase. So I was so close to beating him, and then it showed me on Devil Doom. And you know what? It was less harder than the Metal Overlord boss fight. I actually did the Devil Doom boss fight first try. But, aside from that, Metal Overlord was still good, but at the same time, I think this also could have been harder. This should have been harder from the Metal Overlord, but I still love it. This is awesome. And it was a very good way to end off the game. I'm glad Doom is dead. The stuff that Black Doom did, he deserves to die for. Anyways, really good way to end it. But yeah, that's really it for that. It's a really good way of ending that. Now, let's actually, after that boss battle, the final cutscene was kind of sad. I don't know what to say, but the end of that, it just, everything, like Maria and Gerald were starting to fade away. Without Black Doom's influence, it said the time anomaly is beginning to heal, which means the time is like going back to normal. So, because Maria and Gerald already died such a long time ago, so now the time anomaly is becoming normal again, and they're getting back sent to their times. It was really sad because Shadow was, really upset. He didn't know why until then. Yeah, he did defeat Black Doom. Now time anomaly is beginning to heal, so he won't probably see Maria again or Gerald. It was really sad. But the thing that was more sad for me was the episode 3 of the Sonic X Shadow Gens Dark Beginnings prologue. Episode 3 and the end of that, when Shadow was going up in the gun spaceship or whatever it was, or like some kind of rocket to get to the colony. It was sad because it showed the flashbacks of him and Maria, or Maria herself, of him remembering her. Okay, it showed the flashbacks of Shadow remembering Maria because, Maria passed away a while ago and he misses her. And I can relate to a lot of stuff that includes passing away type stuff. It's not fun for one of your relatives to pass away that you really loved. So I can really relate to Shadow on this, but yeah, honestly, some of these cutscenes were sad, but it's okay. The game was good overall. That just shows how good this game was. Now, that's basically really all I gotta say. Another thing is, before we get close to ending this off, the voice acting was incredible. Kirk Thornton was one of the most hated Sonic voice actors, or nobody really liked his Shadow voice, because he didn't really have a good voice for Shadow, because he never really understood who Shadow was. He was just voicing Shadow. He never understood who Shadow actually was. And now he's actually been understanding that, and they brought him back for Shadow Generations, and people were skeptical. But in the end, he did a massive, outstanding job as Shadow. I loved it. Good job, Kirk Thornton. Rouge's voice actor is, I don't know. You'd expect, I think the Sonic X Rouge voice actor gives off more Rouge than Karen Strassman. Nobody likes Karen Strassman. She's not a good person overall, and she definitely is not a good voice actor for Rouge. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not mad at Sega, but at the same time, I'm just questioning it, why they would pick Karen. Again, she was in Sonic Dream Team. That was bad enough. And then they bring her back for Shadow Gens. And, oh god, so you'd expect Rouge from, Rouge sounded like in Sonic X, so, I don't know. She sounds kind of oldish, I don't know. And then in this, she's like, oh, hi, Shadow, how are you? No, that's such bad voice acting. I really didn't like the Rouge voice acting in this. But aside from that, Rouge was pretty cool. And another thing to note, apparently Mephiles and Omega, and I think maybe Big the Cat, I don't know, they're all voiced by Roger. Maybe not Big the Cat, but Mephiles and Omega were voiced by Roger, which is so weird. And the Gun General from the prologue animations from Sonic X Shadow Dark Beginnings, that guy was also voiced by Roger Craig Smith. So not only does Roger voice Sonic, he voices 3 other characters. And that's pretty insane. I can't even imagine if he voices Devil Doom at this point, or just Black Doom himself. Or no, he doesn't. I saw the voice actor for Black Doom. But yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else to know. White Space is perfect. 10 out of 10. I love it. And hold up, let's talk about the Sonic Generations side. They said that they would remaster Sonic Generations, but they truthfully didn't. They only changed up a couple voice lines, but it's not the end of the world. Sonic Generations was still good. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say for Shadow Generations. Thank you guys for tuning in. My rate of Shadow Generations is a 10 out of 10. Best Sonic game I've ever played, and I will always remember the first time I played this. Whenever I think of Sonic, I'll always remember logging onto my Xbox and waiting for the game to release, and then finally playing it and having a blast. I will never forget that joy. I've played other Sonic games in the past, but this one, it was not hard or too, it was not too hard or too easy. It was in between those both. And it just made it really good. The one time I'm actually able to play a Sonic game without it being too hard or too easy or anything. It's awesome. I'll never forget the first time I played it. Yeah, that was my review for Shadow Generations. Tell me if I forgot anything, and I will explain some stuff in the comments, or tell me what you specifically think about Shadow Generations. Tell me if you enjoyed it, if you have played it, or if you want to play it, or if this changed your perspective of how you think of Shadow Generations. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out, everybody, and I will see you on probably Friday.